What if Yamaha brought back one of the most brutal naked bikes ever built? Not as an electric motorcycle, not as a soft retro remake, but as a true inline-four monster built for riders who miss real motorcycles. Because lately, something strange has been happening in Japan. Legendary machines once thought dead are suddenly returning in concept leaks, rumors, and underground redesign projects. And now, the Yamaha XJR1200 may finally be next. Back in the 1990s, the XJR1200 wasn't just another motorcycle. It was Yamaha's answer to pure muscle. Big engine, massive torque, classic steel frame, and absolutely zero interest in being civilized. While other manufacturers chased modern sport bike aerodynamics, the XJR1200 stayed raw, aggressive, mechanical. And honestly, that's exactly why riders still love it today. But now, in 2027, Yamaha could be preparing something nobody expected. A neo-retro comeback powerful enough to challenge every modern naked bike on the market, including Honda, and maybe even Kawasaki. The reason the XJR1200 became legendary wasn't top speed. It wasn't technology either. It was character. The bike felt alive. The massive air-cooled inline-four produced brutal low-end torque that modern motorcycles often lack. You didn't need 15 riding modes. You just twisted the throttle and held on. That mechanical feeling created a loyal cult following across Japan, Europe, and even parts of America, especially among riders tired of overly digital motorcycles. And today, that nostalgia market is exploding. Just look at what's happening. Honda revived retro CB models. Kawasaki keeps pushing the Z900 RS. Suzuki brought back the Katana. Yamaha revived the XSR series. So the question becomes, why hasn't Yamaha brought back the true king yet? The XJR. According to growing speculation from retro motorcycle communities, Yamaha may be exploring a modern XJR platform inspired by the original muscle bike era. Not a full supersport, not an adventure bike, a real street machine. The rumored 2027 concept could feature a modern inline-four engine, neo-retro styling, round LED headlights, muscular fuel tank, dual rear shocks, aggressive riding position, classic Japanese street bike DNA. And honestly, that combination could become extremely dangerous for competitors, because riders are getting tired of motorcycles that all look the same. The XJR1200 represented individuality, and in 2027, that identity could become valuable again. Here's where things get interesting. Honda dominates reliability. Kawasaki dominates aggressive performance. But Yamaha dominates emotion. And that's exactly why a new XJR1200 could explode online. Because this bike wouldn't just sell performance, it would sell feeling. Imagine seeing this machine parked at night. Brushed aluminum, massive inline-four engine, deep exhaust sound, glowing round headlight, wide handlebars, muscular retro stance. That's not transportation anymore. That's presence. And modern riders miss that, especially younger riders discovering 90s Japanese motorcycles for the first time through YouTube, TikTok, and retro bike culture. If Yamaha really revives the XJR1200, they cannot make the mistake of over-modernizing it. That's what destroys most legendary comebacks. The perfect 2027 XJR needs to keep the muscular tank, exposed engine look, retro proportions, classic Street Fighter silhouette. But combine it with modern suspension, updated brakes, TFT display, traction control, modern LED lighting. Basically, old-school soul with modern reliability. That's the formula riders want now. And if Yamaha gets it right, the XJR1200 could become one of the biggest retro motorcycle launches of the decade. There's another reason this comeback matters. Retro motorcycles are no longer niche. They've become emotional products. People don't just buy them to ride. They buy them because modern machines feel too perfect, too quiet, too artificial. The XJR1200 represents the opposite. Raw engine character, mechanical emotion, pure Japanese muscle bike energy. And in a world filled with futuristic motorcycles, that analog feeling suddenly feels special again. Which is exactly why the internet would lose its mind if Yamaha officially revealed this bike. So now the question is, will Yamaha finally bring back the XJR1200 in 2027? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing is obvious, the demand is real. And if the legends of Japan truly start returning, the XJR1200 deserves a place at the very top of that list. Because some motorcycles are more than machines, they become symbols of an era. And the XJR1200 was one of the last real monsters. If Yamaha brought this back tomorrow, would you ride it? And which Japanese legend should return next?